Come on, let's hang out for a little while, you all. I don't even know what we're going to talk about. I know I've been MIA. And so I did a community tab post today, and I really did the post so that I would be accountable and make sure that I either dropped the video today or came live. Well, there is no video. So I decided to come live. I was actually I just took off my nails to redo my nails, and I decided to come live in between because if I waited until after, I would never get here and get this live done. So just in case you don't know who I am, my name is Kim. This channel is Kim After 50, where I'm just talking about my life after 50. And that includes lots and lots of travel. It includes me talking about my weight loss journey. It includes getting my finances in order, all of the above. And so I don't even know how long of a break I've taken. I should have looked it up before I hit the go live. I want to say it's either like 2 or 3 weeks. I don't even know how long it's been since I uploaded a video. And actually what prompted me to what made me realize it had been longer than I anticipated. I should say that. What made me realize it was, hey, I was about to say, hey girl, hey, hanging with the hordes. What made me realize it is that Amy came on my Facebook and she was like, hey girl, I miss you. I miss hearing about your life. And I was like, wait a minute, how long has it been if I'm getting, hey girl, I miss yous? So yeah, y'all. Hey Amy. I was just talking about you, Amy. It's been forever, and there is really no major story as to why it's been forever. Nothing major has happened. I just procrastinated real bad. So I told it in my community post. Y'all know my last cruise was on Royal Caribbean Wonder of the Seas, and I did my daily vlogs, right? So in my mind, this is what was happening. I was going to do my daily vlogs, a cabin tour, and then my daily vlogs, and then a recap of that cruise and what I thought about it because it was my first Royal Caribbean experience, and then every penny I spent on this cruise. That's the schedule I had for that Royal Caribbean cruise, right? So I did the cabin review, I did the daily vlogs, and then I went to working on like what I thought about this cruise overall. And my plan was to do it as a voiceover and just show some of the video footage I got. I guess you would call it B-roll. Some of the video footage I got that I did not use in the daily vlogs for the cruise. And I just did not like it. Like when I finished it, I didn't like it. Like when I was trying, this is how bad the video is. When I was trying to watch it back to edit it, I was bored with the video myself, and I couldn't even watch the whole thing to edit it, so I knew y'all couldn't watch it. So I kept trying to play with it and kept putting it down and coming back and trying to edit it, and I just could never get a version of that video that I felt you all would enjoy watching. Like I could never get it. And I even told myself, like, just man up and post the video. If it's bad, it's bad, but done is better than perfect. That's one of my life mottos. Done is better than perfect. But yeah, I just could never get a video. You know, Amy said, I know the feeling of boring myself with my own video. Like Amy, normally when I'm doing like recap videos from a vacation, I'm like smiling the whole time I'm making the video, the whole time I'm editing. I'm like giggling at stuff that I'm just like enjoying the reliving it experience. Like I was bored with the video. I could never get it to where I liked it. And so then I kept saying, well, I will just shoot the video and not do a voiceover. So, okay, that's the conclusion I came to. This is a long story to say I was procrastinating. So I said, I'll just go back. I'll just shoot the video. I'll sit down, I'll talk to the camera, and then I'll just throw in, little video footage here and there. And I literally kept saying, like, every single day, I wish I had it. I'll show you all another time. Every morning, I write down my to-do list. I have a to-do list pad. Every morning, every single day, it's been on my to-do today list to reshoot that video. And every day, I say, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Like, every day. Now, if I was smart, I would have noticed a pattern after like 3 days. But like I said, it wasn't until Amy came and was like, I miss you. I miss hearing about your life, that I realized, oh, I've been gone for a long time. So it's been nothing major. I know somebody was worried about whether it was Bianca. Bianca is fine. Um, she is actually running a 5K very soon. So super proud of her. I don't know, but I did tell her that somebody mentioned in the comments that if she did start her channel, that they would support it. So I told her that to encourage her. She and I are supposed to be starting a true crime channel together. And I really feel like that's going to be a good way to get her into it, because Bianca is my shyest child. Um, we homeschooled, but homeschool kids take classes too. So she used to take classes at this co-op that we went to for years and years and years. And like the whole way through, we went to this co-op, and there are about 300 kids that meet every Friday at this co-op, and they take classes together. And they would take 4 or 5 classes every Friday, and they would change classes and have lunch break and all the things. And I had so many of her, I don't even know why I'm telling this story. I had so many of her teachers that would say to me over the years, I've never heard Bianca talk. Like, she would be in their class for 45 minutes every Friday and never talk. So Bianca is just really my shyest child, but she has enjoyed being on my channel. She actually enjoys it the most out of all the girls, being on my channel. And so it has made her want to start her own channel. So we'll see. But she and I are supposed to be starting a true crime channel together, because that's one of the things that we do together, is watch the same true crime and then talk about what we watched. So, but I'll let her know you asked, because maybe that'll be an encouragement. So yeah, y'all, it really hasn't been anything. It's just been procrastination. Okay. It's been a whole lot of, I've got so much to do that I'm not really doing anything I need to be doing. Like, it's been that kind of few weeks for me. Like, I'm doing the bare minimum, and I kept feeling like I was running out of time in my day and just not making room for the things outside of what I absolutely have to do from day to day. So I'm so happy Amy came over and said something. I told you all, and I just realized that, but when I started this channel, I wanted accountability. Like, I wanted to have to show up. And Amy, she doesn't even know it, but she provided that accountability, because when she said, I miss you, I miss hearing about your life, I was like, oh my gosh, I've been gone so long that people are missing me. And so I did that post today just to make myself come on today. Because if not, I would have said, just go on tomorrow. So, but other than that, not a lot has been going on. However, we are going on a cruise leaving Sunday. So I'm excited about that. I'm a little bit nervous about it because there is a hurricane out there. I have sailed during hurricane season plenty of times, and I have sailed when there was a hurricane out there a couple times. But I'm just wondering how this is going to be, because I think we're going to be pretty close to where they're expecting the hurricane to be, but I'm not real sure. Hey, Candace, how are you? Thank you for missing me. I've missed y'all too. You all, no, I'm not. I was going to say, I can upload this video tonight and you all can see what I'm talking about. Y'all, this video was so boring. Like, I literally took clips, like I said, like B-roll from around the ship. And then I had 5 points that I wanted to, no, 7 points that I wanted to talk on, like embarkation, first impressions, dining, entertainment and activities, like that, right? And I just went through and I voiced over what my thoughts were, and it's so boring I can't even watch it. We're gonna be on Vista, Carnival Vista. So yeah, if you're a prayer, say a prayer. Oh no. Candace, this video is so boring. I told them when I first came on, I couldn't even edit the video. Like, I could not. I don't know, for those of you who put, that's baby. Yeah, that's baby. For those of you all who do videos, I don't know what your process is, but my first run through is just to cut out all the all the times when I'm just looking just like this, trying to think of what I'm gonna say next, like the likes. That's my first pass through, just to cut out all that. Or the times when I'm just repeating myself because I had to start that sentence over because of whatever. I couldn't even make it through. I couldn't even make it through. So, and then my brain was so stuck on this is the next video that's due. I don't know why it didn't occur to me, because I don't have a boss, to just scrap that video and do something else. Like, I was so stuck on, I have to fix this video. And I don't know why I was stuck in that loop, but I'm free now, child. So yeah, we're going on Carnival Vista, and this is everybody. This is, well, not everybody. This is 3 daughters and 2 grandsons. I have another daughter that has 2 grandsons that we don't cruise together. She doesn't really cruise. So yeah, so we're excited about this, but a little bit nervous because, like I said, Hurricane, what's her name? Hurricane Maria, I think. She's out there. So, Amy, I watched your packing video. I might do a packing video. A few times I've said I was going to do that. I just don't. I think I've never done it because I feel like I pack the same way everybody else packs. But maybe that'll be something good to throw up and see what happens. I also, y'all know I'm starting my van life / camping / RV, whatever it's going to be. So I've been buying stuff for that. Super excited about that. I kind of think that's where all of my extra free spare brain cells have been going these past few weeks, is doing research on that. I've made a couple reservations. Super excited about this camping, van life / camping / RV, because I don't know what it's going to look like quite yet, but I'm super excited about this next season and everything that that's going to entail. So I could do a video about that, but I don't know. So anyway, I'm looking over here to see. I asked ChatGPT before I came on here. I said, please give me some talking points for a YouTube live that I have nothing planned for, but I just want to be chit-chatty without wasting people's time and having dead space. So I'm looking over here to see what suggestions they gave me. I don't know, girl. I don't want to talk about that. So y'all tell me how y'all have been. Y'all talk back to me so we can stay engaged and so that I'm not wasting your time and having dead space. I'm trying to get packed for this cruise. Here's something funny. I thought the cruise left Monday until today. I found out today that the cruise leaves Sunday. And how I found out is my Carnival PVP called me and he said, hey, Kim, I got a last minute cruise deal for you for a free cabin on Conquest. And I was like, oh, how last minute are you talking? And he said, do you have an upcoming cruise? Do you have a cruise coming up? And I said, yeah, I leave Monday. And he pulled it up and he said, oh, no, you leave Sunday. This Conquest cruise leaves Monday, but you leave Sunday. And I was like, are you sure? And he said, yeah, you leave Sunday. So then I looked it up and I do, in fact, leave on Sundays. So I'm so thankful that I'm so thankful that he called me. Um, and so that I could, be at the port on the right day. Cause that would have been a video, right, Candace? That would have been a video. So I missed, so I can't take the free cruise he was calling to talk to me about. But he was telling me about my offers, which I have not even been looking at my Carnival offers because like I said, I think all my extra brain cells that don't carry me through on my basic day-to-day functions, the leftover ones for like hobbies and things like that, have been dedicated to like van life, camping, RV life. So I hadn't even looked at my offers, and he was like, you've got some really good offers in here. You've got some free cabins. You've got some drinks on us all around the cruise. You have a $400 spa credit with a free cabin. And he was just telling me about, Amy, he was just telling me about my offers. I have, because I got an email that said, I got a cruise offer from Royal Caribbean. Like, that was the subject line. So I clicked on the email, tried to open it up. It took me to like my Royal account. But then when I went to Club Royale, it wanted me to put in like member numbers from other casinos that I've been to. And it wouldn't let me get past that screen. And I said, like, I need to call them and figure out what I need to do to get past this screen to see what other offers I have, what offer I have from Royal. And I just haven't. I'm telling you, I've been procrastinating bad. Like, it is literally, I don't know. I have just not, I've been doing just what I need to do every day. And then I've been spending the rest of my time reading or watching van life YouTube videos or, things that I need to do less of. What'd you say? Who said something? Hold on. I didn't even look at him. I told him that I would check. Oh, I do know that it is different ships because he said you have an offer here for a Vista cruise because I'm on Vista this week. He said you have an offer here from a Vista cruise. That's the one that he said had the $400 spa credit. But I haven't gone in to see what offers I have. Amy, I need to watch her video, friend. I need to watch her video. I do. I didn't even know we were Facebook friends, Amy. Hey, Natasha, when you posted that, I was like, yeah, let me know when you get them out. Let me know when you get them out. I want to see. I want to see. Yeah, but when you posted that comment, I was like, is this Amy? Like, is this an Amy, just a random Amy, or is this my cruise friend Amy? And somebody else is on my, who is Miss Wanda? Miss Wanda is on my Facebook too. We're friends on Facebook, and I didn't know that. And she's left a couple comments, and I didn't know who it was initially. That's an old picture, Candace. That's not a that's not a today picture. That picture is from, let me tell you how old that picture is. I was just looking for a picture because, a picture is going to make people stop and pay attention versus just typing out words. That picture is from Paradise Beach in Cozumel. I want to say 2020. I want to say 2020, January of 2020, Paradise Beach in Cozumel. Back then, we used to go to Paradise every time we went to Cozumel because back then, it didn't cost anything to get in Paradise Beach. If it did cost something, it was like $3 or some very nominal charge, but you just had to buy something to eat while you were there or buy a drink while you were there. So whenever we went to Cozumel, and we went to Cozumel a lot because Carnival Paradise out of Tampa just about almost always goes to Cozumel, and Tampa is my home port, and Paradise is a pretty cheap cruise to take. So we went to Cozumel a lot, and we always went to Paradise because it was like either free or like less than $5 per person. And then you just had to buy something to eat while you were there. Girl, Paradise now is just like Mr. Sancho's and Nachi Kokum, like where it's like $40, $50 to get in. And I'm like, what happened? What happened? It used to be my favorite. I used to tell everybody, go there. All you gotta do is buy something to eat. It's either, I can't remember how much it was to get in. But anyway, that's where that picture's from. It's from Paradise Beach, January 2020. That is the last cruise I went on before the world shut down. It's crazy how things change. Like when I was on Cruise Critic in the message board several months ago, looking for some information on something, and somebody was talking about it, and they were saying how much it costs, and I was like, I'm happy I didn't correct the person. Oh, they're probably confused. They're probably thinking about Mr. Sancho's or Nachi or whatever, because Paradise is like, that's the reason I go there. And then I later found out that, and I was going to correct them, but I wasn't logged in. And I haven't been logged in to Cruise Critic in years. So I didn't feel like figuring out what my login was. So I was like, oh, I ain't gonna worry about it. But I'm happy I didn't, because they were right and I was completely wrong. To me, it's insane to go from like $3 at most to $40, $50 in just a few years. But what do I know? What do I know? So I don't have any excursions booked for this cruise. Day one, well, not day one. Our first stop is Celebration Key. So I'm hoping that the weather is okay and that we can get off in Celebration Key. Bianca Maya and I love it. Ali and the boys have never been there. The next stop is Half Moon Cay, which I won't be getting off there. That'll be my enjoy an empty ship day. And then our final stop is Amber Cove, Dominican Republic. And that's the port day I'm most worried about, because I think that's like midweek. And I think that's when it's supposed to be pretty bad. So that's the port day I'm most worried about as far as this storm goes. So I have not booked any excursions, and normally I like to do, like when the Grand Boys are with us, I like to do a big one, like something that they're going to remember forever, something, like that. But I haven't. So I don't know. I might go ahead and look and see and maybe book through Carnival, because I know that way if it has to be canceled. Well, I don't know. Does anybody know Carnival's policy if they don't cancel it, but the weather's just so bad that you don't want to do it? You know what I mean? Like they still are going to do it, but I don't know. Either way, though, we're going to have a good time. I've been on Vista once, and I loved it. I feel like it's one of my favorite Carnival ships. Yeah, see, that's what Danny was saying. That's what my ex was saying. That probably in Celebration Key, possibly Half Moon Cay, but probably not Dominican Republic, because I think that we are. Was it your first cruise? It was my first cruise. No, it wasn't. I was gonna say it was my first cruise back after the world shut down, but it was my second cruise back. I think that we are in Dominican Republic on Thursday the 30th. And so, yeah, so I'm not sure. And Aaliyah and they were talking about ATV riding. I don't feel like that's the thing to do when it's rainy and you've never been an ATV rider. You know what I mean? Um, and then they were talking about doing the jungle zip line or rainforest zip line. I also feel like that's not the thing to do if it's real rainy and windy. So I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to have a good time. None of us are prone to seasickness, so I never really worry about that. Bianca, every now and then a little bit. So she wears those bands and we pack some medicine, but for them, none of us really get seasick. So I'm not really worried. And I do know that they will reroute the ship if they need to. So I'm not really worried. I'm looking forward to it, looking forward to having a good time. The grandboys are so excited about this cruise. They've been looking forward to it for a year. So they're super excited about it. And I just got to get everything that I thought I had the whole weekend to get done. I got to get it all done tomorrow. So, can y'all believe I thought we had until Monday? Listen, hold on. This is how you just sailed on NCL Aqua, Candace? No. I thought Virgin Voyages was your next cruise. How was it? Why was I thinking Virgin Voyages was your next cruise? This is how out of the loop I was about this cruise. Not only, hold on, not only did I think it was Monday, I thought it was Miami. It's not. Girl, it is Sunday, Port Canaveral. Not only did I think it was Monday. Now, I found out it was Port Canaveral prior to finding out it was Monday. I was talking to Bianca the other day and she was like, what time are we going to leave? And I was like, I don't know for sure. But you know, I don't like to be in the thick of things. I like to kind of get there when things settle down a little bit. So, oh, that's why I thought it was Virgin Voyages, because that was my guess on the, okay. So how was it though? Tell me all the things. And do you have videos up for it, Candace? I haven't seen any videos come through my suggested thing. Girl, could I imagine driving all the way to Miami on the wrong day? I was talking to Bianca the other day and she said, what time are we going to leave? And I was like, I don't know. She's like, well, I was like, I don't know. You know, I don't like to get there in the thick of things. I like to wait till things calm down. So I don't know, let's say 1:30, subtract 4 hours, right? And she said, are you sure? Because I have to let the dog sitter know what time I'm dropping the dogs off. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go check it out. I said, she said, I have to let the dog sitter know what time I'm dropping the dogs off. I said, Bianca, relatively. I said, let's say subtract 5.5 hours, get the dogs there a little bit early so that we're not rushed to leave. And then when you come to the house, I might need you to help me do some last minute things or whatever. So she said, Mommy, why are you saying 4 or 5.5 hours? And I was like, that's generally what it takes. It's usually a little bit less than 4 hours to get to Miami. She said, we're leaving out of Port Canaveral. I said, no, we're not. Look, no, we're not, because I distinctively remember saying, I hate going out of Port of Miami. Why are all of my cruises this year leaving out of Port of Miami? Like, I wish we were leaving from a different port. I distinctively remember saying that. So she was like, oh, okay. So I said, yeah, like, I don't know why all the good deals leave from Miami, but whatever. So yeah, I guess you subtract 5.5 hours. And then when we got off the phone, she sent me a screenshot of the itinerary that said Port Canaveral. Oh, she sent me the screenshot when we hung up and it said Port Canaveral. So then I logged into I don't know why I thought my Carnival account was going to say something different. So I logged into mine and I looked in it where manager bookings and all that. And sure enough, Port Canaveral. But even with that, I still didn't notice that it was Sunday. I still didn't notice that it was Sunday. So I just been, okay, so discombobulated. So y'all see why I can't get a video out, right? Y'all see why I can't get a video out. Insane. So we're leaving Sunday from Port Canaveral. So we do not have to leave 4 hours prior to the time that we want to get there. We have to leave about an hour and 45 minutes from the time that we want to get there. But y'all, it's just been, I don't know what that, I might could have went viral sitting at the sitting at the port crying. Y'all not gonna believe, y'all not gonna believe this. Like putting the grandbabies on video with their suitcases crying. November, I thought you said you had one more cruise, Candace. You said one more cruise. No, that's how far I am, Amy, from Port Canaveral. Let me see. Let me look it up right now. And people would have been like, this grandmother. Oh, it's saying 2 hours and 15 minutes right now, but I just did St. Pete to Port Canaveral. I didn't do my address. But I don't know. It's saying 2 hours and 15 minutes right now. But people would have been like, this grandmother took her whole family. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, Candace, I thought you only had one more. Now, see, I get back in time enough. I could be on that conquest with you. Okay. Okay. I do get back in time. I am sick of conquest though, but I do get back in time enough to be on that conquest. Let me look it up and see. No, I'm just joking. All right, y'all. So that's it. I just wanted to come on and hang out with y'all because it's been forever. And I know I was telling a friend, Siobhan and I were talking about this, that I'm such a creature of habit that if I am used to going, shooting a video, editing a video, and uploading a video every other day, I'm good. I figure out how to do that. I get it done. But as soon as I take a break, it's so hard for me to get back in that rhythm. And I'm like that with so many things. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and thumbs up this video. Who is it? Miss Mickey used to say, make the likes match the people in the room. I'm like that with everything. I'm like that with eating right. I'm like that with exercising. I'm like that with UK, Norway, Iceland. Go ahead, Miss Amy. Go ahead. I'm like that with everything. Yeah, even going to church. Like, I'll be in church every Sunday, every Wednesday, no matter what. Every Sunday, every Wednesday. But as soon as I say, you know what, I think I'm just going to take a couple weeks off, that couple weeks ends up being 3 months. So I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. But I'm back. I'm back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. And I do have that raggedy video, you all, that is sitting in my editor that maybe one day you all will see. But other than that, I will be trying to get some content up. Thank you all for so much. Thank you all for so much. Thank you all so much. The other thing is, sometimes I don't know, like, if you all just want to see my life, like, because I've been home for a few weeks. And so I went out the other day. We went for a walk. I had brunch. We went down to the water. And I thought about filming it, but I don't know if you all want to see that or if you're just in for the vacation travel type stuff. So that's part of it too. But I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go, right? We'll figure it out as we go. So thank y'all so much for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate you all. Um, y'all are going to watch it even if it bores you? No. Well, you know what? Maybe I'll have one of the girls watch it and see what they think. And then if they think, yeah, mommy, just put it up, it's not as bad as you think. Because sometimes I am like that. Like sometimes I think something is, I'm very hard on myself. Have I told you all I deal with imposter syndrome? I think I have. Where I'm always like, not always, but I get in cycles where I'm second guessing myself and not feeling like I'm showing up the way that I want to show up and all that kind of stuff. So maybe I'll have one of the girls watch it and see what they think. My biggest, my sister, my older sister, she watches the channel. And when I first started this channel, my older sister is the older sister anybody would want to have, right? She is beautiful. She's always been pretty fit. She is super successful, like master's degree from Harvard, successful, owns multiple businesses, owns like an 8-bedroom house, like all the things. She's just has always been all the things. And so I never thought that she would enjoy my little old channel. And I was talking to her about the channel one day and I said, got this YouTube channel, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, send me the link and I'll check out some videos and provide feedback. That's how my sister is, right? Like she's going to provide feedback. She's going to give me ideas on the types of videos I should be doing, those kinds of things. And so I sent her the link and I was so nervous because my sister is amazing. So I was so nervous. And she sent me back some feedback on some ideas. Like one of the ideas was I did a video a long time ago about, am I too fat to cruise? And she said, I think you should redo this video and do it from the cruise ship and show yourself in the different scenarios that you're talking about in this video. I think that would be very helpful. And so she was just giving me some feedback on different things. But lo and behold and lo, she became a fan of the channel. And she's like, I look forward to your videos. I watched them in my downtime. She's been thinking about taking a cruise and she's never really been one to enjoy cruising. Like she goes to Jamaica and she'll spend like the month in Jamaica versus taking a cruise and coming home. She likes to be like living in it, not just being a tourist in it. You know what I mean? So she's like, I look forward to your videos. I enjoy your videos so much, blah, blah, blah. You all, that was the biggest compliment because when she asked me for the link, I was so nervous. I was like, oh my goodness, because I just be on here rambling, talking about anything and everything. And I'm shooting it on my iPhone. This is not like top quality content here, folks. And she was like, I look forward to your videos. I enjoy your videos. So, right, Amy, it is the biggest compliment because my sister is just like everything to me, you know? But in fact, not just everything to me. In fact, she is very, very smart, like genius level smart, super successful. So and super busy. Like she's the kind of person I call her and be like, hey Chana, she'll be like, I got 4.5 minutes. What's up? So anyway, so I said all that to say sometimes I get in my head and I'm thinking something is not worthy or not going to be enjoyable, only to find out that somebody has watched it, listened to it, whatever, and they found it to be enjoyable. So I'm going to have one of the girls watch the video tonight, tell me what they think, and tell me if they think it's worth putting up. And if they think it is, I'll put it up tonight or tomorrow. All right? All right, thank y'all so much. Y'all say a prayer for us if you pray. Say a prayer for us. And I'm sure we're going to enjoy this cruise. Carnival knows what they're doing. and that they're going to keep us safe. I'm not too worried about it like that, but I just want no, I did not. Amy, that's just how it is. I saw I'm in a content creation group for Facebook because I got monetized on Facebook, y'all, while I was gone. I'm in a content group for Facebook creators, and somebody was like, her biggest engagement post was one where she had a picture of herself and her kitchen was messy. And she said, like, she was hoping people would not notice that her kitchen was messy, but people not only noticed it, they loved it. Like, people were in her comments saying like how relatable that is and how her kitchen looks like their kitchen. And at first she cringed because she was hoping people would not notice. And not only did they notice it, but it's the post that she's gotten the most engagement on. So Candace just loves animals. Baby's little tap tap tapping just gets on my nerves. But she's I actually asked ChatGPT the other day, like, when Maya's not here, why does baby follow me around the house step for step? And like, she's laying down right here right now, but if she wasn't laying here, she'd be pacing right here. Hey, Miss Monica, thank you so much, Monica. She'll be pacing the floor, and then when I get up and walk back to wherever I am, she follows me like step for step. And I asked, because it drives me insane. So I asked ChatGPT, like, why does she do this and how can I stop her from doing it? And it said that because she's a senior dog, a lot of times senior dogs do that because they're anxious. If their vision isn't as good as it used to be, they feel comfort and security being with the person that they trust to keep them safe. And so with that information in mind, I'm now kind of seeing it different when she just follows me around the house. Now that I have that information, because I was like, this, like, if I'm sitting here and I get up and all I want to do is fluff my pillow, as soon as I stand up, she jumps up. And I'm like, girl, I ain't going nowhere. I'm just fluffing my pillow. But with that information in mind, I now, like, I just want her, because she is a senior dog. And Maya is her person. And she's used to having Maya like 24/7. But in the last couple years, Maya has gotten a job, she's gotten a life, she's gotten a boyfriend, she's out of the house. She's not used to Maya being gone. I mean, she should be now. It's been a couple years, but we homeschooled. So Maya was always home for the most part. And so I think I'm her substitute person for when Maya's not here. And I just want her to feel safe and secure. I don't want her to feel, nervous or whatever. So now that I know that, now I'm trying to be more understanding of the tap, tap, tapping and the following me around step for step. So anyway, thank y'all so much for joining me. I've said that 3 times. I told y'all that's how I am when I'm getting on the phone with some of my friends. Like 2 or 3 of my good friends, we go through that ritual where like 10 times we say, all right, one more thing and then I'm gonna let you go. All right, one more thing and then I'm gonna let you go. So yeah, cruise coming up Sunday. I'll be camping at Disney next month. I don't know the dates right off the top of my head. I'll be camping at Disney next month, and that is all that I have on the books for the rest of this year. So maybe we'll add something else to it. I'm not sure. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. Please leave me a comment to let me know that you were here. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Also, please thumbs up this video. Amy, I love Fort Wilderness. Have we talked about that before, Amy? I have never camped anywhere but Fort Wilderness. We've probably camped at Fort Wilderness at least 20 times. My girls always say they grew up at the fort because we kind of treated that like it was our vacation home. But we But I've never camped anywhere else. And so I want to camp some other places to get the experience of not Disney camping, because Disney camping is not really camping, because you have internet, cable, electricity, and water at your campsite. Bus transportation passing by just a few steps away, pools, slide, arcade, restaurants at the campground. You know what I'm saying. But I want to get some not Fort Wilderness camping experience, but I'm not that brave yet. So I'll be camping at Disney in November. And November is my 1 year channel anniversary also. So I'm super excited about that. I don't know what we're going to do. Y'all give me some ideas. And yeah, Amy, I'm going to go. You're not going to keep me out here talking, Amy. I appreciate y'all so much. You all are my people. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for understanding the short absence. And I will see you all on the next video. Hopefully one day at sea or somewhere else down the road. Bye-bye.